Welcome to Ross-Age Stadium, home to the Purdue Boilermakers here in West Lafayette. The Demon Deacons will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Purdue's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback and making him feel so uncomfortable.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's DeLuca. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mays.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and would not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Quick completion to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake. so much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tuggle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Tuggle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Touchdown, Purdue! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. East Carolina rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Greenville. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The give to the back. Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Got it in the middle. It's DeLuca. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Turning it on. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Looking for a gap. It's Wallace. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Demon Deacons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll keep it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Throwing right. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Rides the back on the option, the give. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to blast their way in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Boilermakers moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. The play action fake. Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He wants to throw it again. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Unleashes one. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Wide open downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Mays. At the 35, he's loose. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Quick release on the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Back to pass on second down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete, and he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. 2nd and goal for this offense. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
Purdue, 7.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll leave it with him. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Punts it out of the air. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Catch in the middle, it's Branch.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Makes the grab, it's Walker. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying play action. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
First down, Purdue.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Grab behind the line. It's Watson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll go to the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. And this one is perfect. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. And this young signal caller is playing well beyond his years. They've been playing pitch and catch. There he goes! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. They'll try the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Demon Deacons are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. From the gun, the give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his back in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Bully ball on third and short. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got the first down, looking for more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. To the ground, he's got it again. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. Looking for room at the 25. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Pressure coming. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And we talked about this at half, man. They've got to start to pressure the quarterback more. This offense had a lot of success. You got to make this guy feel uncomfortable. And the first drive, out of the half, they do exactly that.
The Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I think it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field? Play 1 of the second half to start it, and he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Colorado State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory, and that's really the standard there in Fort Collins. They'll enjoy this one all week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll rely on running behind the big left tackle here. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're scaring it 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And the Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Demon Deacons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's 4th down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wide receiver going in motion. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's DeLuca. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
The Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Hagan. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Boilermakers in the hurry-up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback adapting. Breaks into the open.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Tight end now in motion. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Purdue! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Catch in the middle. It's Hagan. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Gets rid of it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. And the Demon Deacons really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Mays. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. That's caught. It's Hagan. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Wallace. Hard running there. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Demon Deacons come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. Kick is in the air. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. From the shotgun, the inside give. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The Boilermakers want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. And they are getting elite play from their quarterback. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
But what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Backed up now, here's second and long. Leaves it with the back. Got room to work. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Boilermaker!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UMass put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Minutemen had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. The Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Third down play from the gun. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mays. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Really nice job of executing that time by the offense on the option play. Really nice blocking up front. And the quarterback there really had a two-way go. He could have pitched that. Pitch guy was wide open. But the QB decided to keep it himself. Down here in the red zone-ish area, he's able to make guys miss and take it in for the score.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. On the run, it's Braswell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Tosses it incomplete. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that falls incomplete on fourth down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man to the left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They'll run it from the gun. Touchdown, Purdue! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Steps away to find some room. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Makes the grab. There he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's DeLuca. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The pressure. And what a break to get that football back at this juncture. That would have been catastrophe. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Here's a heat. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Timeout is called. The clock stops with 26 seconds left. The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. He shanked it. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The inside handoff. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. To the air on 2nd down. Got him downfield. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Demon Deacons get the first crack here in overtime. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Wants to fire on second down. Complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They want to throw it. Under fire. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run it. Touchdown, wait! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Going right to work up top. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Boilermaker! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Running into the open space. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Third and long, and they love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. The official says no good. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Look, there's no reason to be uptight here, but you do need to make sure that you protect the ball.
And listen, overtime, crunch time, run the football the first play, get everybody settled in. I still got plenty of time for my offense to do some more.
Now third down, and they just don't want to move backwards to give their kicker a chance to win it in OT. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's just great awareness by the quarterback that time, understanding the situation, right? Sacks are bad, obviously, but there, instead of just throwing it up for grabs in the end zone, risking a turnover, you just know when the play's over, you go down, and you've now given your field goal kicker a good chance to knock this thing through and tie the game.
Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it. The kick is good. The game winner in double overtime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this that come down to the wire, you got to be able to dial up plays to win. I don't think this coaching staff did a great job.
And it's so frustrating to get to this point and make enough plays to be in the game, to come up short in overtime. I'd almost rather get blown out or this game be decided in regulation. Just very frustrating to lose a game, especially like this in OT.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.